Hey, what's up you crazy people? Welcome back to Anthem. Today I'm going to show you everything you need to know about redeeming the bonus content that you might have gotten with the game, and this includes of course the Legion of Dawn skins, the Legion of Dawn themed weapon, that is a legendary weapon by the way, as well as for participating in the VIP demos, and this includes a couple of vinyls, and there's some banners in there as well, so pretty cool stuff. Obviously you can see my Legion of Dawn Colossus skin right here, but there's much more to it. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to show it to you right about now. But before moving on, I also want to quickly bring up the Anthem giveaway that is still a few more days away. You can take part in it by simply following the links down below in the description box or in the pinned post. Also, there is a second giveaway for another full copy of Anthem on my Discord channel. That is going to be of course for the active members, so you can go ahead and also check that one out if you want to. You still have enough time to be an active member and get promoted and all of that. So yeah, I just wanted to bring it up. But in the meantime, let's get to the issues at hand. And basically all you need to do is come up to this guy over here called Prospero. He has a thing called the Vanity Store. Here's where you will check everything, including the skins in the game, not just the Legion of Dawn ones, but also everything else that BioWare will be releasing in the game, and there's a couple of them in there as well. We're gonna check that in just a second. The only way you can unlock this is by first finishing the tutorial and then doing a couple of missions, story missions I might say, and one of them will lead you to this guy. His mission will involve getting some items from the free play. It doesn't take too long, it's like 5 minutes at most, maybe 10 if you're really unlucky, and after you finish his quest, come back to Fort Tarsis, give it in, he will have this vanity store unlocked for you, and that is basically it. In like half an hour you should be able to like unlock this vanity store. Once you do that, get into it, into the rewards tab, and here you will see a bunch of items. I have already claimed mine, so you will see a check mark on top of them. The first one is the VIP weekend item, and this includes a set of vinyls you can apply over your javelin. There's 2 vinyls in there, one blue and one green. I'm not sure if it's included in this package or the package doesn't appear to me here anymore, but it does appear in the forge. You're going to see that in just a second. Obviously I have the Legion of Dawn items, and since I pre-ordered the Legion of Dawn edition, I get all of them, so for all the javelins. If you pre-ordered only the base game, you will only get the Legion of Dawn skin for the Ranger. Nothing else, nothing more, just that, and of course the vinyl that comes with it. There's also cool vinyl in there that I'm going to show in just a few minutes. Then we have the pre-order items, and in this case it's going to be a legendary weapon, level 18 and pretty powerful for early on, but not too powerful. It's not going to be overpowered or anything, but it's going to make do. Last but not least, we also have the Origin Access item, and this is another cool vinyl that you can apply on yourself, and that is basically it. That is all there is to this. But with that being said and done, let's go over and check some of the Legion of Dawn skins that exist in this game. I've done a little bit of customization, and it looks pretty sweet. So I'm going to go into the appearance options, and I'm going to go back to the default skins just so you can see the difference between this one and the regular Colossus in this case. So this is basically the regular Colossus. He doesn't really have anything. Of course there's a vinyl over him, but that doesn't really matter. And this is how it looks. This is the normal torso, and this is the Legion of Dawn torso, which in my opinion looks much better. It even changes, so now you have like eyes instead of just one line over there. It looks pretty damn sweet, almost has an angry feel to it. Then we have the arms. In this case, the arms, as you can see, mostly shoulder plates, I might say, but yeah, this is how it looks. It adds a little bit more bulkiness to it, and it definitely feels more impressive in terms of size and, you know, just width of the body. And finally, we also have the leg section. Not sure how well you can see it, but this is basically it. It looks way better with this compared to how it looks normally. I mean, yeah, mine looks like a Ferrari simply because I went into the paint options and I've picked some of these colors. If you want to copy it up, this is how it looks. But if I were to go for the Legion of Dawn look, which is something in the theme of this, then you would probably go somewhere along with these lines, and in the vinyl section, because this is also important, you would go with the Legion of Dawn graphic. This is the one that applies to it. It's very subtle on the Colossus, it seems, but is much more nuanced on, for example, the Storm Javelin. On this one, it's just a small little gold detail or decal here that that you don't get to see too much of. Other skins involve this one, the Colossus default, which yeah, not really a great deal. But then we have one of the graphical sets from the VIP demo. This was the second one advertised, so this was the second one, the green one. It looks pretty damn sweet. I think it looks the best on the Storm though, not on this guy. This was the first one that we would have gotten, but of course due to some problems we ended up with two of them. This was the first one that was first advertised. It looks pretty damn decent, but you can't change the colors on them. Also, finally, the Lone Wolven, and this looks pretty damn sweet. Now, with that being said and done, let's go over the weapons, because I know that is a huge part of the deal. But this is the Light of the Legion weapon. This is basically in the theme of the Legion of Dawn. As you can see, it has all of the markings of the Legion of Dawn on it. It's basically a semi-automatic, I believe, assault rifle, or well, marksman rifle that has a skin applied to it, which on a side note kind of gives me hopes that there's going to be weapon customization in the game as well. And by the looks of it, it could be a thing, because I mean, this is a custom skin on an already existing model. But let's look at the stats, and it says the following, and the yellow part is the most important one. Emptying the magazine recharges shields. It's not going to be that useful on the Colossus. Maybe this is the draw that I have. Maybe you guys have something different. I'm not really sure if that's the case. I didn't look up to it. But emptying magazine recharges shield is an extremely powerful effect, especially on the Storm. You already have a very powerful shield, and if you empty the clip, you simply recharge it fully, which is amazing. I mean, you are almost indestructible with this thing, and it's not that it has a huge firepower. It's pretty decent. It's only power level 18. It's going to get you up until level 12, let's say, but you get way better items than this, trust me. It's the effects that are very good. So yeah, it helps me with survivability a lot. Then we have weapon, 20% magazine size, support, 35% luck. And this seems to be a new type of inscription that we haven't seen before, or at the very least I don't remember seeing before. But all I'm going to say is that it in part deals with the amount of loot you drop as well as the rarity. So I did see quite a lot of greens dropping from, let's say, trash mobs. Wasn't too big, it's still just 35%, but it's still good enough. Okay, it's still a decent amount, and if you stack these, you're most probably going to see a lot more dropping for you from random NPCs and all of that. Critical, of course, plus 10% damage, and weapon 25% damage. But this has been the Colossus. Now let's go over my favorite, which is of course the Storm. And the Storm, I've played with it, super OP from the very beginning. And this is the skin I've gone with, and I'm going to go a little bit into the paint section because it seems that these red markings are making it a little bit difficult to see exactly what's going on. So I'm going to like put in back these colors just so you can see it as close as possible to the original Legion of Dawn. But the skin in general looks very good in my opinion. And just to show you exactly what I mean, I'm going to first take it off. I'm going to show you the default Storm. You probably already know this, but this is how he looks. These are his regular items, so he's more on the skinny side like this. Once you go with the full skin, this is the difference between the heads. It looks pretty damn good, and I really like it so far, man. I'm not gonna lie, I really like it so far. The Legion of Dawn is definitely a type of skin that I really like, and you're not gonna get this from the in-game shop. You only get this from pre-ordering the game, unless of course BioWare changes that in the future. So yeah, it's a matter of preference, but this is basically how I customized my Storm. And I'm also going to go over the VYNILS to show you how it looks on the Storm. As you can see, the green goes very well with this one, but you can also go with the blue one, again, halves. Then there's this one, not really a fan of it, honestly. I really like the other two, and especially this one, the gold accents, I really love them. And in terms of weapons, it's pretty much the exact same. It's the exact same weapon, you get to equip it on all of the characters, so it's not really much of a difference. Now, since I didn't unlock all of the javelins and I can show you all of the javelins how they look, unfortunately, yeah, I'm going to like probably leave a link down below if you guys want to see it one more time. But yeah, this has been all there is to it. This is how you redeem all of these items, just this guy, and you're done. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a thumbs up would be super appreciated. Also hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next. So peace out.